But is the key here to actually reverse arse your way into a conversation and go, oh, hello. Welcome to this week's episode of Your Internet Boyfriends. Hello, Mark T. Cox.
Hello, Dennis Lynn.
This week we're talking about My Big Fat Christmas Tree, pickup lines, and Mark's got a new top.
And I'll be telling Dennis all about the art of reversing in gay bars.
What in the name of God are you wearing? I just saw what it is.
I told you.
Yeah, but I didn't. Oh my God, you're wearing a Manchester United jersey.
Is that good? Is that bad?
Why are you wearing a Manchester? When did you?
Because it's very small and I look sexy.
When did you get a Manchester United jersey?
So I went shopping. Hold on, I'm fixing my microphone. Hold on. Hold on. It's all gone wrong.
Oh, don't worry. You only had 2 hours to do it.
Ran in the door. Do you like it in a nice?
No, I don't like it.
Why?
I don't like Manchester United.
Oh, it's the wrong one.
Yeah.
What do you like?
I used to be a huge Liverpool fan. Not anymore. I don't have time for it.
What do you like now?
Oh, I mean, I still like Liverpool.
I thought you'd be impressed I was making an effort with the football.
Oh, I was trying to connect with me.
Oh.
Oh, my Lord.
Do you know what this is, though?
What?
No, I don't know either. Is it some funny, because it's green.
Green?
Why is it green?
It might be their third kit or something. I'm not even up to speed in it.
What does that mean?
So they have a home kit
Yeah.
that they get to wear at home. But then if they're red, let's say, then if another team comes and they're red, that team has to wear their away kit.
Oh, different colour.
Different colour. Because otherwise it'll look like 22 people are the same. And
Right.
then they have a third kit that is like a just in case kit.
What could that be?
Could be purple. It could be anything. Could
What-
be green.
What situation would that be?
I don't know. Maybe they're playing in a cup or they just want to sell more jerseys.
Would it be to sell more things?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Isn't it nice? Do you know
Yeah.
what size it is?
What size is it?
It's a child's 13, age 13.
Mark, you've lost the plot. You told me, we have so much documentation of
I
this,
know.
that you said that my stuff is too tight.
Yeah.
You always get on to me about my jeans being too tight.
But I like the cut and I like the lines, and it kind of gives you like a little
here,
illusion.
Mark.
I think it's very small, but
Mark, you put up a story a couple of days ago.
which one?
That was. I'll say this now. It was the most I've seen of you.
What did you see?
That was absolutely
What did you see?
every line you have.
Okay.
Do you not remember? You don't even remember.
Tell us.
Did
Tell the fans.
you see the Manchester United crest?
Yeah.
There was about that much you weren't showing.
Oh,
Yeah,
only a small bit.
only a small bit. As he takes a little sip. I just like the way you curate it.
Yeah.
It's like, here I am in Hackney having a coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my navel. You know,
What's wrong with us?
there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. It's just sometimes.
Do you know what gets? It's very funny pushing judging what is seen to be inappropriate. It's very funny to see what's the line. If it's a little bit below the belly button, panic. But there's nothing there. It's just belly. There's nothing.
Well, you know, I'll say something. You look phenomenal.
Thanks very much.
In great shape.
I took that weeks ago.
Weeks.
I archive when I look good. I take loads of pictures. That's the trick.
That's a great
And
idea.
then I trickle them out.
That's
so you
a
don't
great
have to look
idea.
good all the time. Yeah, that one got a lot of response. The V, where
Yes.
you learned a new phrase.
I did, yeah.
I don't know if we can say it.
Right, that is pushing
The gutters.
the gutters. Yeah. Does anyone else out there know what the gutters are?
It's a shocking phrase.
It is shocking. And also, there's a word in front of that.
Yeah.
So, if you were to say rain gutters, right?
Something
Put in something else for rain.
Yeah.
The gutters where things
Drip.
drip down.
Yeah. The V.
Holy hell.
What are they actually called in anatomy or whatever?
I
The
don't
V
know.
from your hip down towards your groin.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Very arousing. But that's not an outrageous bit of. That's a bit of.
Well, sure, Mark, some bit has to be outrageous.
But it's
do you know what I mean? Are you just saying so? It has to be.
Willie.
Yeah, it's that or nothing.
But isn't the scandal very exciting?
Yeah, but there's
I love
loads of very sexy non-sexual bits.
Yeah.
You know,
They
earlobes.
The dimple. I have 2 dimples in my back. I've learned. They
Oh,
think,
yeah.
oh my god,
They love that.
Jesus,
They love that.
because it's almost more exciting the less you show.
I have a dimple on my arse. Just one.
Just one in the middle.
Oh dear God, how have we started off like this? We're meant to be talking about a Christmas tree. 4th of December. We're talking
Where is
about
it?
What do you mean, where is it? Oh my
Right.
God.
Happy Christmas.
Anyway,
the blouse is here. I'm sweating. I'm beat into it, but
Yeah.
I do like it.
I'm wearing my very straight.
Christmas dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see, the funny thing is, you're looking at me now going, like, that's a bit too much. That's a bit too.
What? No, that's great. That
No,
looks
there's
like,
a bit of judgment. But
it
if you were
looks-
wearing it, it'd be ironic. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I'd hooch up the sleeves there.
What do you mean? Where are they going to go?
Yeah. There we go.
Bring out the paleness.
That's what. No, because now there's a bit of a shape to it. Yeah.
All right. Okay,
great.
Grant. Just needs to pull it up.
Yeah, it looks like you got a nice present from maybe someone who knows you. Like it's not a jumper thrown at you as a gift. It's like a nice.
There's a lot of stuff online now. A lot of hate about these online.
Why?
Because I think a lot of people who are wearing these are, kind of bit by bit destroying the world.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I like them.
Yeah, it could be a politician on a day off.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah.
see it.
Micheál Martin at a farmer's market.
Yes.
Saw him at once picking up
Yeah.
presents. So, Mark, on to way more PG things, right, for our lovely PG audience. Little bit of a problem living with a roommate. She bought a Christmas tree. I love Christmas trees. I think
better than mine?
it's a bit better than your tropical Christmas tree, yeah. But it's lovely. So, I love Christmas trees, except this one. She brought it in. I'd say it's about 2 foot tall and about 4 foot wide. It looks awful.
Bit fat.
It's a fat Christmas tree. It is a fat Christmas tree, and it just, real.
Sorry.
It's real, yeah. It's real. And she brought it in. She's like, what? She unwrapped it and it fell out. And I was just like, oh, dear God.
Is it very fat and then suddenly goes in?
How
does it look?
It's very fat around the midriff.
And then kind of round, straight in?
Pointy up the top then, like a spinner.
Yeah, not a triangle.
Not a triangle, no.
Fat and then in and tiny little spike at the top.
Yeah, not fantastic.
It's mortifying, isn't it?
Yeah, and I just feel like, no, I don't want to bring people over,
Would you put it up on a box or
She
something?
put it up, oh my God, she put it up on a she put it up on a fucking counter, basically.
Yeah.
Do you know? Awful.
What's on it? What kind of bits are on it?
There's nothing on it. She's no decorations.
And if it was even a bit smaller, it could be kind of funny.
Yeah, it could be a little mini one. Actually, there was the Christmas tree wars. It's been ongoing now for years with my mother and the neighbour.
Yeah.
When they started putting Christmas trees on the front, like just on the windows in the front of the house. And they started, Christmas trees were appearing left, right and centre across the road. Which I really want to say her name. She's got a fantastic name.
know.
Neighbours sometimes have the best names, but I can't name her.
Yeah.
But I did a bit of a Christmas tree war. But no, oh God. You want the American one, right? They bring it in, we dust off a bit of snow, whatever. Not it was like, this is the unwanted Christmas tree child.
Where'd she get it?
Oh, I don't know, off some lad, I'd say.
Some lad in a car park.
Yeah, someone in a car park.
London. We very upset this year now. We always had a big tree in the front garden at home, and it kind of died. We had to, it was real, like growing.
Oh, that's a pity.
It's gone now, so that's a bit of a landmark lost. The village. Yeah, a lot of upset. But now I think the alternative is we have a gazebo. And we're going to put lights on the gazebo.
Yeah, yeah.
Christmas gazebo.
Yeah.
And that'll have to do. But yeah, a bit of competition. There's a woman across the road. Very flashy. Very flashy.
Do you have a Christmas house in Ennis that people go visit?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We have a house. There's a house in Ennis, but it's a semi-detached. So there's like 2 houses stuck together. One of them, all out. Every inch of every wall is covered in stuff. And then there's a perfect straight line down the middle, and the next door house, nothing. And it must be so miserable.
Torture.
Wouldn't you think they would just give them a few bits and make it all one? It's so grim, this one.
Give them a few bits, they don't want anything.
I know.
Do you ever, we had one in, I think, or one in Mallow, and it was hilarious. You'd go up to it, and they'd have a collection box at the front of it.
Oh, yes.
Trying to make a little bit of money off it,
Yeah,
pay for the bills.
Charity.
Charity bars, yeah.
There's a few, there's a house on the way into Ennis from where we live, and I'd say about 25 years ago, he made reindeers and like just cut them out of a piece of plywood and put a few lights around it. But oh my God.
That's mental.
And Shannon Airport used to be like Blackpool. They used to have these like illuminations on the drive.
None of the planes could land.
I was like, this is not the most safe place. But all that does. Have you been to Shannon?
Yeah, I've been to Shannon.
Yeah. The airport is very like you have to drive in a big long road along by the estuary. So the whole way in, they used to have all these very impressive lights. I don't think they do it anymore.
Yeah, they must do it for aviation purposes, or not do it anymore.
I don't know.
Must
so
be
we used to go
horrendous.
down and look at them every year. They
Lovely.
were nice. And Bunratty, I think they'd have a few bits.
Were you saying in the Christmas spirit, someone was calling you British?
Oh, well, today. So I've been around the world today now. I'm still, although I am very famous, I do have 20 jobs. And one of the jobs is tour guiding. So today I was doing a street art tour of Shoreditch on a Monday morning in the middle of winter in the drizzly, wet, not even rain, just this old misty piss. Oh, fuck, it's so annoying because you're going with the umbrella like, will I bother? Will I take it down? And if it's raining really bad, you can kind of make a thing and be like, okay, we're going to run. This is going to be fun, everybody.
Mark, you strike me as someone who, like, if someone offered you a job as a milkman, you'd become a milkman, but not give up any of the other jobs.
Oh, I love jobs.
Just use even more of your time.
20 jobs. But this man came along. Now, I won't say where he's from because I don't want to cause any drama.
Why? What do you mean?
Because he's from a place and people from this place should just be quiet because it's a controversial place and there's a lot of things happening in the place. So,
okay, I have a good idea of the place.
Do you know what I mean? But sometimes people from this place have a lot to say and like to be
very loud voices.
Very loud voices. And at 10:30 on a Monday morning in the rain, this man came along and announced himself to the whole group and announced where he was from, waiting for a bit of controversy and a bit of backlash. No one cared. Like, shut up. And then he said, nice little bit of racism came out straight away. He said, oh, it's great that you're British because every other tour we've done in London, the tour guides have been foreigners.
Ah, excellent.
And I said, sir,
I am from Ennis.
There's two things, first of all. It's London. Everyone is from everywhere. The high chances are everyone you meet is from somewhere else. And that's great. And shut up. And then also, I'm not British. So,
and also, we're on a street art tour. There's a high probability that every piece of street art is from, quote unquote, a foreigner.
You're in Shoreditch, of course. Everyone is from everywhere. Shut up. Coming to see the cultural diversity and then complaining. Oh my God, I was in no form for it. So I was real smart. So he said that and I said, oh, you're out of luck. I'm a foreigner as well. And he was like, oh no, but you're British. And I said, no, I'm Irish. And he said, oh, but you're British.
Oh, lovely.
And this, which happens all the time and it's the most boring thing to talk about, like whatever. But there was two little jabs coming there. And then I had to be nice to this man for 2 hours.
He knows it too, though. That's the power dynamic, right?
I suppose, yeah.
That's the power dynamic. You should, I've always said this, right? And I know this sounds like a little bit of a comedy bit, right? But it's not. You should just have one day in the year.
Say, could you fuck off?
Where you're socially allowed to do whatever you want without any recriminations.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Obviously the good stuff, right? Where you can just say to someone, can you please fuck off? And I'm going to do my tour. I don't want you on it.
I know.
And I just want you to get knocked down by a car.
But you know what? He was all action. And then his wife was, I don't know.
On Valium.
She also wouldn't say anything. And I kept like directing, because you have to do the niceties. I'm like, oh, you know, like, how was your day? Well, you're walking around for 2 hours. And every time I asked her a question, she would look at him to answer. I was like, And then the daughter, who I would say, there's hope. She was about 18 and she seemed like she was off the world. And she was just giving me a look.
I hope she gives him hell.
She was giving me a look the whole time of like, I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed. So I was kind of like trying to give her energy of like, we're good. We're together here. God love you.
Yeah.
Awful annoying.
Your tours. I think they're adding a little bit of age to you.
Oh yeah. So, but it only.
But
But there was
some
10.
rando who just comes on it and is just like, I'm here to fuck everything
There
up.
was 10 or 15 other people, lovely people, great.
And then everyone has to put up with him. But isn't it like as well when you're back in, you're back in school or whatever, right? And like, there's just one lad in there. He's wrecking all day.
Yeah.
And we're all just going around him.
Yeah.
We're all going around him.
Quiet.
Let's just get a small little stick and hit that man into the back of the legs.
Up.
Out you get now. Out you get.
go.
I encountered a lovely man.
Yes.
A lovely man. Accidentally got myself into a bit of a gay fiasco.
Mm.
And I don't know. Oh, I never told you this.
Oops.
This is great. So I don't know what is it. Is it technically cruising if you don't actually do anything? Like, is there kind of just a pastime where you're just giving a guy a look and a bit of a flirt, and it's kind of like a little compliment passed back and forth?
You don't have to go.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's actually really fun.
Yeah.
In London especially.
Yeah.
But from whatever it is from doing the podcast, am I more aware of it? I don't know. I think I've said this before, but it's definitely amplified. But walking along with Lisa the other day, I was in, I don't know where it was, Vauxhall or something. Walking along, this fella walking with what I assumed was his partner. The smile he gave me. Oh my Lord.
He might know you.
No, he didn't know me. He didn't know me. This was the cheekiest little, and I automatically gave him a smile back.
Yes.
Couldn't believe what I did. I had to admit to Lisa what I did straight away. But I'll tell you something. It's kind of nice, isn't it?
Yeah, a little thrill.
Get a little buzz.
And was his same-sex partner aware of
He
this?
was yapping away. He was yapping away. So he didn't see.
He was saying, "We need to plan. Are we going to your mother's for Christmas?"
Yeah, and your man was just checking out everyone around him.
And Vauxhall now is famously.
And then, okay, right. People are going to say this is. I'm heading into conspiracy territory now, right? But when I said it to Lisa, I said, "Look, that lad was checking me out, it was hilarious," and I accidentally smiled back at him. Right, I think I flirted with him by accident, and we were laughing. Then this woman in front of me.
What?
This woman in front of me started kind of swanning around a little bit. Like she was doing a normal walk. I started telling the story, and then the arse started going from left to right. Lisa saw it as well.
Present a bit of a
kind of like, well, if you think he's great, have a look at this.
Oh my God.
Swanning around as well. It was, I don't know, it was electricity.
This will all go to your head now
I
very
know.
soon.
But I was in a restaurant. I said, just go to the bathroom. There was a lock on the bathroom, but it was like an electronic lock. So you had to scan something up against it and then you'd be let in. I walked out. I asked the guy at the bar, I said, I need to get into the bathroom. And he goes, we don't have the key. Someone in the bathroom has the key. But it's not like a single cubicle. Like, this is a bathroom, like with urinals and like 4 cubicles. So someone in there has the key. So he goes, you have to wait outside. Okay. Like a relay. Then this other guy came up. It transpired he was definitely part of the LGBT crew. He says to me, how are you getting in? I said, we need a key. And he goes, who has the key? And I said, some guy inside has the key.
Are you making friends?
You're making friends. So then I say, look, I'm going to go out and ask again, just to make sure. Right? All the while, Lisa is seeing me come in about 3 or 4 times after I have said that a man flirted with me on the street, and I was delighted.
You're up and down the stairs to the toilet.
The guy, in the meantime, who's in the bathroom, comes out, gives the key to the other guy. My friend outside the bathroom now comes into the restaurant.
To get you.
To get me.
Come on.
So he goes, I have the key.
Oh, fuck.
I turn over and I'm like, okay, great. He holds like...
Holding hands.
Yeah, the first door open for me. He's like, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, crap.
Oh.
So I'm like, okay, right. I'm going to send a signal here. I'm going to the cubicle, right?
Yes.
And closing the door very quickly. And I'm there literally just waiting, right?
Yeah.
And then he goes, okay, so I'm heading out.
Oh.
And I'm in the cubicle talking to a stranger. And I'm like,
who has the key?
He has the key.
Oh.
Okay. And he goes, do you want me to give you the key?
Under the door?
And I'm like, no, take it away with you. It's fine. Like,
it's in my pocket.
He was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, it's fine. You can just give it. You can give it there. It's fine. No problem. I was like, what have I done?
Friendies.
So then, came out. He's at another table. I sit down with Lisa and I'm like, grab your bag. We have to go.
Yeah.
We have to get out of here. It honestly was better before living in more ignorance before doing this podcast, because I would have just not noticed any of that, would have not been privy to any of that.
If you had the key.
If I had the key.
Both of you have the key. No one's coming in.
Oh yeah.
They're all nice.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
That's very clever.
That's what was going on.
No one has the key. I had a very unsuccessful browse. I went out Last night, yes, I had a friend, Dylan, hello, was here from Dublin.
You're like Stansted, honest to God.
Oh no, this is actually just a friend. Do you know what? He's actually my ex-boyfriend from, my God, 13, 14 years ago. Forever, like ages and ages ago. And we're just very good friends now. And it's kind of like brothers or something. There's something.
Brothers who kiss.
No kiss, just friends. We're like very close, like actually friends.
Yeah.
So he was around, and do you know the way you want to just kind of show off the city and this is my life, this is how exciting it all is.
You always make a balls of it.
Oh, I made absolute balls of it. We got up one of the days and tried to go to Stratford to the V&A, the storehouse.
Oh yeah.
And oh my God, the rain and the wind, and Stratford is such a vast barren. I was like, what the fuck have I done? And we were walking across this huge, massive, big empty space to try and get over to the Olympic Park.
Yeah.
And the wind was going and it was just horrible. And then there was a queue of, honest to God, about 150 people to get in.
Yeah.
So we had to abandon that plan. But we went to see a show and we did a few things. But then we went to an LGBTQIA space in Soho, which I never do. I very rarely go out in Soho, and it's a whole world of gays that I never get to see.
Why don't you go out in Soho?
I just don't tend to be there at night time because I don't know. My friends are all around East, like Dalston.
Okay.
So I don't really know anyone around there.
Is Soho? I don't know how to describe any of this, but is it like kind of almost tourist trap gay?
A bit, yeah. Or
You know,
maybe people. Nah, not all, but
or like it's not cool because it's so known as being gay.
it wouldn't be the coolest now.
Yeah.
There wouldn't be a mullet to be seen.
Yeah.
Very rare to see a mustache.
So what would be there?
There would be nice gays, shiny gays, clean gays, a mixture. Shirts, gays with money, some older gays, lots of dads. It's a whole mix. But we went to this bar, Rupert Street, and sure, I was spotted going in the door. I bumped into someone I knew. That was nice. And then there was 2 performers and we were watching the show and it was great. And then my friend went to the toilet and he came back. There had been a fella kind of backing into me.
Where?
Like in the bar. I saw he was reversing. And he started reversing when Dylan was gone to the toilet.
What a move.
But I'd say he was about to make a little turn. Maybe he knows who I am. Hello. He was about to say hello, and then Dylan came back and he started, he left again.
Torpedoed.
He gave up his plan. But then I went to the toilet and I had been joking to Dylan that like there was carry on in the, of course, there's always carry on. And oh, what a scene. What a scene. There was a lad, I'd say he had a lot of drink taken.
Oh, no.
And God almighty, he was just kind of standing at the urinals, kind of just gawking into everyone.
Oh, no.
And kind of smiling and like very unsubtly trying to make little advances. And I was like, oh. Love, time to go home to bed. And I was actually like, are you all right?
Into bed now.
Are you okay?
Big starry eyes at him.
Like you, and I was like, God, when I drank, I was probably like that. Do you know when it was only 8 o'clock. Like, no one else is on that level. Come on.
Messy.
Time to go.
Because I think there has to be some sort of a dance, right?
There was no dance. This was just a straight gawking into your trousers. But then I went back up. And I found out I had been announced from the stage and I missed it.
Oh.
They said we have a very famous celebrity.
And you weren't there?
I wasn't there. I was below, been fucking Googled by this fella. But that made my night. I was thrilled with the announcement. I said, we can go now.
Can we talk about the reverse? Just for a sec.
The reverse. So
Is that a move?
Very handsome man, I'll describe. He was a bit of a bear-ish. I'd say like...
bear? Does that mean big, hairy?
No, not big, but like just kind of like a little beard. Just...
What does bear mean, so?
Bear is a kind of like... You'd often be kind of a bit bigger, a bit hairier. He wasn't, but he just wasn't twinky. He wasn't like...
Okay.
Like smooth shape, like, you know, he was
slender.
He was
more salmon than mackerel.
He had a beard. He was very handsome and he had a nice coat and he seemed to be on his own. and I noticed he was hovering around the bar. And then he just took this little bit of reversing. And I think if you put yourself in the position that you're kind of standing very close to someone, it just might end up having a little chat or a little.
But is the key here to actually reverse arse your way into a conversation? Like you arse into like legs or another arse and go, oh, hello.
You want to end up in the position that you're close. So then because you're not going to walk straight over. I'd actually like that if you came straight over and said hello. But
so instead of doing that, of going, hey, how are you? They reverse all the way in.
Reverse all the way in, and then you might kind of strike up a little chat at some stage. But it's like you've just ended up, you happen to be standing close to each other, but you can see it's been.
You see, like in the straight world, that would work 10 times out of 10 from one direction. Yeah. Like if a girl did that reversed in, 10 times out of 10.
Yeah.
Guy does that, bonkers move.
Yeah, but I just was in no form.
Weren't in no form.
I had, like, my friend was there and I was like, I'm going home.
Do you know what I was thinking?
Yeah.
If you wanted to do it.
Yes.
We should get an AIDS test.
HIV.
Sorry.
Well, yeah.
Okay, we get a HIV test.
Well, what's the difference? Do you know? No. So you would test for HIV, and then if you're HIV positive for a certain amount of time, it can develop into AIDS. Oh. But you're originally testing for HIV. How often would you test for HIV?
Every 6 months.
Do you really?
Oh no, I thought it was like a general question.
You.
No, I've never tested ever. Ever.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I've definitely got STI checks STI checks.
Yeah.
But I think an AIDS test is separate, right? Or for me, I think they are. Yeah, I think it's an optional thing that you get.
You don't think it comes as part of the pack of testing for everything?
No, I'm fairly sure that the ones that I got. Now, whether that was an option that
wasn't HIV.
No, it wasn't. No.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just the classics.
Wow. Do you think that's common for a heterosexual man?
Well, you see,
to never have had a HIV test.
Yes.
Goodness.
Because I think.
What about your girlfriend?
Well, I still think for straight men, there's definitely still an association with it being a gay. I want to use the right word.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Issue. Right?
Wow. Would you think girls, like ladies that you have?
No,
romanced?
I don't. I think well, I mean, the ladies I'd be cavorting would be very intelligent women, so yeah. I think they'd have a better finger on the pulse. But I don't want to speak for women ever.
Yes.
But I think that people that I would have been friends with and stuff, I don't think that they would have been going in for. You're shocked.
I'm shocked because I have my statistics. Because this is the whole point that, so in the UK, there are like 100,000 people living with HIV, and of them, percentage-wise, about 35% are women, which I think is surprising for a lot of people. The most transmission happens in sex between men and women. So sex between men is 46% of cases. And sex between men and women is 50%.
There's the majority of people would not think that.
So the factual majority of people testing positive for HIV now are people who are having what we would say heterosexual relations and not testing, and then living with HIV for years
and not even knowing,
and then finding out when it's very difficult to get it under control. And like, because if you find out after a few months, if you test every few months and then you find out, then it's still a big thing to have to deal with, but you just get your treatment and you're sorted.
There's a NASCAR racer in the 80s and his name was Tim Richmond.
Yeah.
And he was actually played a pivotal role in the AIDS awareness of the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Right? Now, if you imagine a NASCAR racer, this is the guy.
Yeah.
Right? He was going around, he was, the kind of lauded womanizer racing around drinking beers and all this, right? And he got AIDS, right? And they diagnosed it as double pneumonia. Right? Now, you can imagine NASCAR, right? NASCAR at the time, and still predominantly is like a very southern kind of sport.
Conservative.
And also at the time, he was from New York and he was like nearly ostracized. And he was a very good driver, but he was nearly ostracized just from being from New York. Right, so you can imagine what it would be like. After a while, it came out that he had AIDS, right? But it was a huge moment because everyone knew from how like public he was in having sex with all these women that it wasn't related to a gay relationship. And so that was one of those moments where people said, wait, what? Like, I can get it?
Well, obviously, you've just said.
Yeah, no,
so
definitely.
many people completely disregard that it's anything to even be concerned of. And even if you're in a relationship, like I do my queer history tours, and it's often for like corporate groups. So there's lots of straight people. And you see loads of people saying like, well, I'm married. I don't need to worry about that. I'm married. But like people, there's so many different situations. People have...
Yeah, but there's a certain thing though in like monogamous straight relationships.
But I wouldn't trust anyone.
Yeah, but no, but this is what I'm
test?
saying, right?
Yeah.
If you're in a monogamous straight relationship,
Yeah.
I'm in a very secure, loving relationship, right?
Yeah.
And if I said I'm getting an STI check, there would definitely be a question mark as to why I was getting an STI check, right?
But why not?
You could have something like, as in a lot of men have undiagnosed chlamydia.
Yeah.
That is just basically dormant, but it's there in your body and it doesn't affect you, and then you pass it on to a girl or whatever. But it's like, you might just say, oh, I just want to get a clean bill of health or whatever.
Yeah.
It's actually when it comes to straight relationships, I think they don't go for them because
you'd rather suffer the risk of maybe having something and passing it around than facing the bit of backlash for...
No, I think it's culturally where we stand when it comes to getting yourself tested, is that like, why would you need to get that if you're not doing anything?
I still think, even if you're in a relationship, that person could be cheating and they could be gone in the future. And like, it's your life and it's your body and your responsibility. And for the sake of like upsetting someone, I would still like to just be tested. And then if everyone is clear, great, carry on. No,
but I think that's a good thing. But I think that's the point in having the conversation, is that like, it needs to be okay to go do it. Because also, right, if you see someone, I don't know, you're again like a straight guy or whatever, and you're walking into a sexual health clinic, walk-in clinic, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're probably picking it 60 miles away from where you live and silly things like that. Oh. You are making those decisions. That's why I think that the impost testers are so popular, right?
God, that's floored me now.
Can I give people some media suggestions?
Yes.
2 great things that I've watched is It's a Sin.
Very good.
Which is one of my favorite things I've ever watched.
Yeah.
Which is the story in the 80s of the epidemic.
Yeah.
And what people were kind of dealing with and going through at the time. And it's by Russell T Davies, and it's based on his own experience and his friends' experiences. And it is interesting to read up on it afterwards and see kind of like where it varies and how similar it is and stuff. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is fantastic, is a 2012 documentary called How to Survive a Plague. That's one of the best documentaries I've ever watched.
I don't think I've seen it.
You should see it. It's amazing. It's footage from the 80s of the people campaigning.
Wow.
And there's a couple of like amazing moments in it where I remember there's one moment in it where like floored me, and I never forgot it. The campaigners are kind of bickering a little bit about how they should message it or whatever.
Yeah.
And then one guy just I'm actually getting a little bit shivers thinking about it. One guy just stands up and he's just going, it's a plague. It's a plague. Like we're not taking it seriously.
Yeah.
And we need to basically get on
sure
it.
It was years. It's only the last 10 years that there's actually been any kind of proper science and funding and trying to get it under control. It's a Sin. I have one critique. I found for a lot of people who don't know much about HIV, it was very good at telling the story of how it was in the 80s and the 90s. But I think there was an opportunity at the end to maybe flash forward and show some of those people who survived and how it is now. Because there's so much, there are endless movies and things about the horrors and the weight and the misery and everyone dying and everyone is sick and it was awful. But then you don't often see anything about, here's just someone who happens to be HIV positive and they're very healthy and they're fine and they can't pass it on, which is the big thing now.
Yeah.
Like with the treatment, you're not passing it on to anybody. So I feel like they missed that little bit.
I agree with that, yeah.
Just to twist, bring everyone back up to like nowadays, there's so much help and it's...
Do you know about the origin of it? There is a myth, obviously, that is purported.
What are we going to say now?
No, there is a myth like around that it was like cross Basically, people having fun with
the same as COVID
things at some point.
Yeah.
But it's actually quite similar to the COVID stuff. Is that I think they think it might have been around the Congo, around there, where it was people interacting with animals and cutting them up, and blood basically coming off of them, and then that mutating. That's where it came from.
Gosh, okay,
let's go get tested.
Oh yeah, should we take a break? Do you know my Christmas photo shoot?
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the images are ready. There's more.
Oh, the ones.
So
that's the one where you lost the plot.
No. This is the nice pictures with the disco
yeah.
ball, like the poster for my shows.
Yeah.
But there's a few little outtakes and things which I think are very fun. I'm a bit overwhelmed. I've too many. I'm promoting. We launched our show.
We did.
Thanks everyone who's bought tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have my Christmas bits, and then there's. I feel like I'm.
You are like. I mean. I think you're great.
Go on.
But sometimes I am looking at you going, Mark, what are you doing?
Too many.
I'm doing 25 shows. It's like, Mark, you're going to explode just by the admin alone. Not even the performance of it. The admin is just crazy.
Getting up and singing a song is the easy bit. It's the fucking tickets. And I actually booked, Dublin is the worst, Jesus Christ. I booked 7 tickets there, and actually we all have changed our mind. So could we swap that? And could we, 3 of us come the following night, and then I think the closer you are to people, the more arson.
Oh, yeah.
The more
definitely.
arson goes on. When it's strangers, they just book and figure it out. Bewley's, one of the shows is sold out.
Oh, lovely.
Very excited. And the other one is close. So
nice.
That's the problem now. Everyone who wasn't paying attention, but could I?
They've lost out.
Come. And you don't want to say no.
Well, if they're short for any shows, don't fly over in March.
Oh, I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about it.
It's going to be really, really fun.
Yeah. Do you know what? We should try and go to see something. They're doing they're doing a wicked panto. So if you don't know what we're talking about, we have our live show on the 5th of March in Pleasance, which is a very big venue, and they do very big things, and it's very exciting. But they have a panto, the wicked panto, which is for everyone, but they have an adult version a couple of the nights. We should try and go.
Yeah.
There'd be some drags.
I got invited to the press night. But
did you?
I'm not around.
Was I?
No, you weren't.
Was I invited?
No.
Oh, Jesus. I wouldn't have gone anyway.
Yeah, you wouldn't have gone. No.
I'm too busy. Tell me something.
So we were talking there a little bit before the break, right, about reversing and stuff, right? It was a very interesting method. But if you saw there during the week, during the week, maybe. If you saw there's a lad called Bill Ackman, right? Billionaire. Right? It's very important that he's a billionaire. And he came out and he said, you know what? No, right? I'm going to teach these younger generations a thing or two. You can imagine who this guy is. Whoever you think he is, it's Bill Ackman, right? Yeah. Billionaire. You've got him spot on, right? No surprises as to who this guy is, right? But he said that the best thing you can say to someone, right, his dating advice, is go up to a woman and say, may I meet you? Do you think that would work?
May I
meet you? Now, I've been around...
But you've already met her. In saying it.
I have met you. Now, he says 10 times out of 10 this has worked for him. Billionaire Bill Ackman. This line for billionaire Bill Ackman has worked. May I meet you? I think it sounds like an alien like asking someone out.
Yeah, would you like to bond?
Like, what the hell? Would you like to make friends? Like, wow, why would you do that? I remember the scariest one I ever did. I think I'm pretty good at taking like signals.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm like, okay, I think that person might be interested or whatever. But like to actually do a movie ask out, and this is what I'm going to ask you in a minute, right? I'm not going to ask you out, don't worry. Is like the movie kind of like, you know, you strike up a friendship with the girl who works in the coffee shop and then you ask her out for coffee.
Yeah.
And people talk about this in London as if it's completely normal, right? But then I'm like, Christ, when you're actually in the moment, I know you're going to go up and say, may I meet you? Lads, it's all over. Like, it's not going to happen.
Is he saying like, you're a stranger, may I come into your world? It's
this weird kind of like, you know, we just need to be gentlemen. You know, and ask these people. But it's like, you know, it's like people who have lived their lives through movies. It's like, you know, you need to do for the girl who loves you, turn up outside her house with a speaker over your head. No, don't do that. You'll be arrested.
I wouldn't do that.
You know, because you'll just come across fucking
What's
mental.
your move now, single man?
Single man?
in a lovely bar, lovely girl there swinging her hair around. Glass of Prosecco, she's giggling at you. And you go over.
I have to go back to, who I was.
Yeah.
Because I was a devil.
She's giggling now and she's swinging.
I was an absolute devil.
And you'd go in and you'd say, ho.
Oh, what would Jesus. I'm trying to actually think like.
Would you go mild? Would you say, you having a great
No,
night?
I'd go all in. I'd play full poker, like just go up and.
Go on, give us one.
I'd just go up and say she's gorgeous.
Oh.
I'd say I got Christ,
You wouldn't say full
gorgeous.
No. Yeah.
Jesus, where'd they get you from?
Yeah.
Something like that.
And that'd do it.
That'd do it. I mean, it wouldn't do it all the time. Sometimes it would go down horribly.
Would you not wait for a little bit of would you go in gentler first?
Sometimes I would go in, I think, which is this is a great move, right? If you can steal this move, this is hilarious, right? If you go up and you're in the middle of a bar and you're waiting for drinks and you go, the service is atrocious. Say the service is atrocious.
Yeah.
You're in.
Giggles.
Absolutely in. And then,
Yeah, if you're standing at the bar is because you have a way out. You're only going to be there a minute or two.
And I think this is kind of a weird area, right? But like, if you're up there and, you're giving a person their personal space, very important, right? If they're happy to lend you their personal space while they're talking to you, you're in.
But then when the drinks come.
Well, when the drinks come, you need to change the drinks. So like, if she's getting like, a shandy for Sinead, her friend, and she's burning a hole in the back of your head, well, you need to get shots. You need to bring a collective thing in, right?
What about Sinead, the friend?
Baby Guinness. Oh, well, you need to get Sinead in as well. You need to get a Baby Guinness for Sinead as well.
Make friends with Sinead.
To a certain extent,
I think that's good. Don't exclude the friends.
No. But at some point, you do need to. You do
send Sinead home.
You need to get Sinead occupied at some point.
Yeah,
I
think if someone comes in and they start making an effort with everyone you're with, that's very attractive.
Yeah.
And then you see how they are with other people. That's kind of nice. Instead of trying to, because it's very annoying if you're with friends and someone is flirting and they're trying to take you away from your friends.
But after a certain point, you have to do that, right?
Yeah. But you could all just have a nice little thing together. And then you see how they are, if they're nice people.
Yeah, but the problem is that you're going up to them and like, if you're going to one of them and there's two of them there.
Yeah.
The other two are the clock ticking down on those other two. They're not going to be putting up with you for much longer. Like, they might think you're a good laugh, but after a while it's going to sizzle away.
Yeah.
So you it's hard though, isn't it? Like, I think the thing is with some of this advice that they give to people as well is like, oh God, going to get it to real hot water here.
Oh yeah.
But it's like some of the advice is like, oh, go up and say this. And it's like, yeah, that'll definitely work for you if you're gorgeous. Do you know? Like, being gorgeous does help. Do you know what I mean? Like as in, you'll see like some guys or some girls would like say, oh, it's easy to go talk to people. And it's like, of course it is.
I know.
Of course it is, So I was in a coffee. I'll tell you a lecherous story. I used to go into this coffee shop. What are you laughing at?
I'm just like, yeah. Are we blessed?
Are we blessed?
Yeah.
I think it's good to have nice self-esteem. I think we're nice looking lads, but we also back it up with a good bit of what do they call it? Chat.
Well, I was rejected the other night. Will I tell you?
Go on.
No harm.
Yeah.
Bit of humbling. I was talking to this one in Soho, and I did this thing that I hate people doing, but we had met before, and I assumed that they remembered. And I went in, I was like, oh, hi, and lovely to see you. And I was like, we were chatting about like what they were wearing. And like, I was like, this is my friend Dylan, blah, blah, blah. And then I mentioned something about, I said, nice to see you again. And they were like, again? I was like, oh. No memory whatsoever. Yeah.
You can't get back from that.
So I was like, well, you can go die. That's it. Goodbye. Thank you. No.
So I was I used to go to this coffee shop all the time, right, during work, and I saw this girl in there, and I was like thinking to myself, like I was talking about signals earlier on, so I was like, I think I'm getting the signal like this girl likes me. But at the same time, how do you know their situation? Like, they could have a boyfriend, they could be married.
I know.
You know, whatever. But then, of course, you just have to take the plunge, right? But I remember one day I worked myself up into a fucking frenzy, right? Trying to like say, what would I say to her? How would I get her number? Blah, blah, blah. And I went up and she was smiling to me and she said like, how are you today? And I said, Black Americano, please. And I completely balked. Absolutely balked. It was the perfect time. But saucy enough, right? This is bad, right? Don't tell anyone this. Don't tell anyone this. I was out a couple of weeks later and she was on a date. And she came over and said hello to me and kissed me. During the date. Gave me her number. Went back to our date. There's saucy ones out there, lads. There's saucy one out there.
That's very risky.
Yeah, very risky. She didn't give a shit. Okay. Very saucy.
She's well entitled.
She's well entitled.
She's not obliged. Not
no, she was just on a little Tinder date.
Committed to him.
And if he's not putting in the effort at that time,
kiss a stranger.
Yeah.
But your man that was reversing, do you know what he could have done now if he's listening? If someone just comes over to me and says, hello, I'd like to flirt.
That's a great one.
Just tell me what you want.
Yeah.
Or just say, you're very attractive. You're very handsome. Just say something. And then I know your intentions and I'm not going to be wondering. I think that works maybe in your sphere. But I think like, yeah, it depends. It kind of, I don't know. If you came over and said, I would like to flirt. Would you like to have a flirt?
It just depends.
Or like, do you want to do a kiss?
Do you want to have a kiss?
Sometimes. When it gets late enough, it's like, do you want to have a kiss?
Closer it gets to 2:00.
Just say it. Come on. And then you can say no. And then
I think the best ones are where there's no conversation.
I know.
That
just
is
a little look.
That's incredible. Like when that happens.
Yeah.
And you're just like, wow. It was all communicated through like some animalistic, like bumper to bumper to bumper
boners.
Boners.
The signs were there. Yeah, just be a bit direct about it, because if they're not interested, then they're not interested. Yeah,
but you can't be so direct because you're still left in the bar, right? And you're going to ruin their night.
But I mean, if they're not, maybe they're not sure if they're interested in you, but if they're not looking, like last night, I had no intention or desire of doing anything or flirting or talking, or I couldn't be bothered. I was with my friend, we were having a lovely time, and the girls were singing. They were actually singing Sound of the Underground at the time. They were great
that song has changed forever.
They were great at it. So if he just said, hey, I think you're nice, I would say, oh, I think you're nice too. Nothing's going on here. I'm busy. This is my Instagram. Talk to me tomorrow. Done. Instead of this wondering, oh, he's not interested. He's not picking up on my half a glance of a side eye, or like,
when you know. I think you're hardly ever surprised.
But I think it rules out the people that are not available. Then you can move on. If you just kind of make a bit of a direct.
I think you can be startling. I think sometimes it's like it's just too much. Like you need to just kind of, you need to have like almost have enough grace to not put them in a position where it has to be like a solid rejection.
Yeah.
Where you can just kind of mosey away from the situation, drift off. That's fine.
Because a lot of people were there. I noticed a lot of people were there on their own last night in the LGBTQ space, and it's Sunday evening and it's 9:00. So like the time is ticking along. So I'd say you're probably looking to go.
Yeah.
Like you're looking to, and you actually, I was watching a few, I could see them start to
pair up,
couple up and out the door.
Out the door.
Do you know, like, let's go. I have to go to work tomorrow. That was nice to see.
Let's get the tube. Let's go.
Yeah,
God.
Yeah. Okay, that's the end of that now. Thanks for listening to your internet boyfriends. You can watch this full episode back in HD on YouTube, and we'd love to hear from you. If you want to drop us a message with your news or your saucy stories, you can get us on Instagram or TikTok, or you can email us at yourinternetboyfriends@gmail.com. Off we go now. Very busy. Bye bye.
Bye. Do I have another show? There's another show coming up on December 12th, which is the same date as your show.
Yes.
But my one is in Brixton. It's People's Comedy. We sold out the last one. We've got an incredible lineup. Again, like the lineup is startlingly good.
Yeah.
I'm not hosting this one, but I will be there and I will be swanning around.
Great.
So get your tickets. Get it on Design My Night. Search Brixton Comedy. It'll pop up. People's Comedy on a Friday night. It's going to be class.
Lovely. I have 45 shows. I don't know when this is even coming out. Are they done? Are they finished?
No, this is December 4th.
My world tour. Oh God, it's kicking off this weekend.
Off, yeah.
So I'm going to Margate. Oh, wait till I tell you the news in Margate. There could be romance. Well, I don't know yet. Until it happens, so. There could be romance. There's a lot of lovely gays in Margate who have run away from London, and they have coffee shops and design agencies and things up there. And then I have Roses. I have 3 Roses. I have 2 Christmas shows, and I have my chat show on Sunday. And then I have the Divine on the 12th, the same night as yours. But it's a different crowd. I'd say we're fine.
Yeah, I don't think we'll split it too much.
I'd say we're okay. And then Dublin, and then I'm going to bed.
And then you're going to bed.
I can't wait.
And is there anyone invited to that?
To the bed?
Yeah.
No.